Jay-Z's name also appeared in the Epstein files, but it was removed after money was paid. There are claims that Jay-Z was one of Epstein's main guests. If his name really was hidden, then everything is going to come out very soon. Some are even saying that Jay-Z is worse than Epstein and Diddy.
Kidnapping children is not what great nations do. We in America are misinformed. Reality shows have warped our idea of what a hero is, or what the truth is.
Information is harder to find than you think. It's secret codes. Like even when Jay-Z gave a little bit of codes on 444, there's people I know that.
If you take people like Jay-Z and Pusha T, they made their living killing our people, so how the fuck they gonna stand up? You know what I'm saying? You think they would ever tell the truth? No, if they told the truth, I didn't go to jail. You know what I'm saying? So you have liars.
It's all a part of this Epstein file. Uncle Luke had Jay-Z on the couch and he had the girls off there freaking off while he was watching and everything. Jay couldn't take his eye off the girls now.
Kanye West has fractured the digital landscape once again. The catalyst? A scathing allegation aimed at Jay-Z, claiming the hip-hop titan attempted a silent, calculated exit from the country. The timing isn't just suspicious, it's seismic. Whispers are reaching a fever pitch as Jay-Z's name reportedly surfaced within the latest, high-stakes leaks of the Epstein FBI files. Suddenly, those erratic Kanye rants, the ones the world dismissed as mania, are being re-examined like dark prophecies. Fans are dissecting his past warnings about industry gatekeepers spending millions to keep their skeletons interred. For years, he was labeled unhinged. Now, the narrative is shifting. Meanwhile, the Epstein shadow looms larger than ever, a storm that has been gathering strength since those first chilling reports surfaced in Palm Beach back in 2005. What began as localized accusations exploded into a global scandal. Controversial plea deals, suspiciously lenient sentences, and the haunting question of who was holding the umbrella for him. The litigation eventually snared giants, royalty, political powerhouses, and the billionaire elite. When Epstein met his end in a New York cell in 2019, the demand for the unvarnished truth became an obsession. Today, that pressure has hit a breaking point. As unverified documents bleed onto the internet, social media is spiraling over alleged celebrity ties. One viral thread describes a clandestine gathering of the elite, and though proof remains elusive, the court of public opinion hasn't waited for a verdict. In the blink of an eye, Jay-Z has been dragged directly into the eye of the storm.
They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
I know you, man.
But they can't control me.
Yeah. It's, everybody has their things in this in life, and they're, I hope, things that you're drawn to or things that happen.
The internet wasted 0 seconds. Suddenly, the industry's untouchable is being dissected frame by frame. Every past association, every tense interaction at an elite gathering, and every resurfaced clip is being scrutinized under a harsh, digital lens. The divide is deep. To some, this is merely unverified noise, the byproduct of a chaotic news cycle. To others, it's the sound of the industry's protective walls finally beginning to crumble. Everyone is left staring at the same chilling question. In a world where power circles stay tight and secrets run deep, is this just another wild rumor, or the first tremor of a scandal that's about to explode?
We seen Diddy go down, we seen R. Kelly. Why does Jay-Z keep slipping through the cracks? That's the guy I'm waiting for. He's sending everybody to jail but Jay-Z, the damn ringleader. The only people brave enough to call this guy out is 50 Cent and Nicki Minaj. Where you at, Charlamagne? Say something. Where you at, Shade Room? What, Shade Room don't wanna, they deleting posts now? What are you afraid of? Who is this guy? Oh, that's right, he's a criminal. Didn't he stab his brother or something? And he's selling drugs, he ain't the kingpin. Self-admitted, by the way. That's why he's scared. So why does the NFL work with him? Why you got him doing the Super Bowl? Yeah, freaking Kendrick Lamar. Nobody knows Kendrick Lamar. You got this weirdo hopping up and down the stage making all this noise. The music is trash. And now you got Bad Bunny. You're gonna have Travis kissing boys on stage at the Super Bowl? I'm just waiting for Jay-Z's day, boy. Now he's popping up in the you-know-what files. Come on now. What more do you need? You saw the music he had Foxy Brown sing when she was 16 years old.
Tailor-made, the lay up in the shade, reminiscent how I sex the best. Especially when I'm sipping Bentleys, don't give a damn.
I thought Foxy was like 16. That's all I'm saying.
It sounds like you.
All I'm saying is in this industry when we live in these glass houses.
It seems like you got a question for Jay.
This guy keeps slipping through the cracks. I'm just waiting for Jay Day.
As the chaos reached a fever pitch, the internet began to do what it does best. It began to dig. Thousands of amateur sleuths are currently mining the past, unearthing receipts, and frame-stepping through old footage. Speculation has even bled over to Beyoncé, with unverified claims attempting to tether her to the Epstein shadow, claims that, while completely unproven, are spreading with the speed of a digital wildfire. At the center of this storm stands Kanye West. Resurfaced clips of his most explosive rants are being shared like forbidden manuscripts. In these videos, he alleges that Jay-Z and Pusha T were entangled in shady moves, the kind of deep industry maneuvers that could dismantle legacies if ever substantiated. Suddenly, the public is connecting dots that may not even exist. They point to Kanye's cryptic mentions of Pusha from years ago, linking them to modern, anonymous leaks that name-drop similar figures. The audience is fractured. For some, this is the definitive proof that Kanye was the ultimate whistleblower. For others, it's a masterclass in internet fiction, fueled by ancient grudges and viral desperation. Regardless of the truth, the rumor mill is accelerating. Every blurry party photo and every cryptic tweet serves as gasoline on an absolute inferno, a place where fact, gossip, and the collective imagination have become dangerously indistinguishable.
If you're enjoying this story, kindly do us a favor and subscribe to our channel. It is free and won't cost anything, but it means the world to us. We're just a small channel trying to grow. Thank you, and back to the video.
If you take people like Jay-Z and Pusha T, they made their living killing our people. So how the fuck they gonna stand up for our people? You know what I'm saying? But we forget that because we love Jay-Z's music so much. We love Pusha's music so much, right? But you think they would ever, Beyonce had the best for somebody else? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You think they would ever tell the truth? No, if they told the truth, they'd go to jail. You know what I'm saying? So you have liars. Liars are now the face of our culture.
With regard to Epstein and some of the celebrity or well-known powerful people who are involved here.
Of course there is.
Absolutely. I'm probably more afraid of the people we don't know about.
Yeah. The people you don't know about, the people who know that they may be on any kind of list that is.
People who are purposely trying to get that list to stay away or not be on that list. That's who scares me.
Just when the narrative seemed to hit its limit, comedian Corey Holcomb injected a fresh dose of adrenaline into the chaos. Stepping onto the record with a series of staggering allegations, Holcomb pivoted the conversation toward even darker territory, linking Jay-Z and Beyoncé to whispers of ritualistic activities tied to the Epstein estate. Now, let's be absolutely clear. These claims exist entirely without a shred of verified evidence or credible backing. However, in the current digital climate, proof is often secondary to engagement. Social media platforms erupted, remixing Holcomb's statements into bite-sized, viral clips that transformed fringe speculation into headline-level noise overnight. The divide in the comments is stark. While some view these rants as uncomfortable truths finally coming to light, others have rightfully slammed them as reckless, baseless theater designed to farm controversy. Yet, the internet continues to feed on the shock value. Once an accusation this volatile enters the celebrity ecosystem, the line between reality and rumor dissolves. Before the dust can even settle, a new wave of narratives crashes in, pulling even larger names into a scandal spiral that seems to have no bottom.
I think it is highly offensive for people who are smart enough to really know what's happening. Look, y'all talk all that about R. Kelly. Beyonce was on that island where they was kids.
Damn!
Beyonce was on Pedo Island. Beyonce and the camel.
Yeah. They said she was in there like, uh-oh.
Right.
I hope I can go see her again.
She was singing and look. If you like it, put your mouth on it. This is what I'm saying. It's like you give her a pass. You give her a pass. She can have a concert and everything after she's a known participant on Pedo Island. It's like people want to dismiss it. That's why you can't tell me nothing about what the media say about nobody.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the media is going to make a bad guy out of whoever they want to be the bad guy.
Just as the digital space reached a breaking point, a 2024 clip featuring MIA reignited the fire. The artist went on record with a series of highly controversial allegations, claiming that industry titans like Jay-Z and Beyoncé exerted intense pressure on her to adopt extreme image shifts and participate in what she described as ritual-style performances. In this resurfaced footage, she details being pushed toward unsettling visual concepts, scenes drenched in red liquid imagery, dark symbolic aesthetics, and the use of devil horn motifs. Almost instantly, online gossip hubs seized the narrative, weaving a story far more sinister than anything ever proven. It is vital to state clearly, none of these claims have been substantiated by credible evidence. Yet, that hasn't slowed the explosion of conspiracy threads and viral edits. Fan wars are currently raging over a single question. Was this merely avant-garde artistry taken out of context, or a glimpse into a hidden industry agenda? As is typical in the celebrity echo chamber, nuance has vanished. Every past music video and edgy fashion choice is now being dissected as a potential clue, turning MIA's testimony into yet another volatile chapter in an uncontrollable storm of speculation.
If you're enjoying this story, kindly do us a favor and subscribe to our channel. It is free and won't cost anything, but it means the world to us. We're just a small channel trying to grow. Thank you, and back to the video.
I met Jay-Z and I signed to Rock Nation. The first thing he told me to do is get plastic surgery. I'm not insecure because I would have got plastic surgery. People make it, they all can turn around and thank Beyonce because that's it. And enough is enough. Coming for everyone now. And even Adele, when she gets an award, she thanks Beyonce. Oh, I didn't want to drip myself in blood and cover myself and swim in goop, in black goop, and fucking like wear devil horns to fucking sell a record. Fuck that. All be a witch. All be that. All of that. Fuck all of that.
Just as the drama threatened to overflow, 50 Cent entered the fray. True to form, the mogul refused to stay silent while the industry burned. Social media erupted after he began firing off cryptic, high-voltage commentary, even hinting, with a trademark smirk, that he might adapt this entire saga into a comprehensive documentary centered on Jay-Z. It mirrors the aggressive path he took with other controversial figures recently. To be clear, at this stage it's largely high-level trolling and classic 50-style mischief rather than a confirmed production. But the mere suggestions sent gossip columns into a frenzy. As fans begin visualizing exposed trailers, a new debate has taken hold. Is 50 Cent actually preparing to drop a briefcase of receipts, or is he simply the master of ceremonies in a theater of chaos?
50 Cent has finally responded to Jay-Z and Pusha T being exposed in the Epstein files. For those of you guys that don't know, last night it was publicly revealed to the entire world that Pusha T and Jay-Z were both revealed to be in the Epstein files, with them being accused of doing very disturbing and nasty things. For Pusha T specifically, he was claimed in 2007 to have been with Harvey Weinstein, where he then ended up using a woman. And as for Jay-Z, his accusations are also very disturbing, with him being accused of doing something to a girl while she was sleeping. And with all of this coming out, 50 Cent couldn't waste the opportunity to go at his nemesis Jay-Z by basically blasting him and making fun of him all over social media. And this is specifically what he ended up posting to his Instagram page, which were just very weird AI photos of Jay-Z. And then 50 Cent also hinted that he is planning on doing a massive documentary with this entire situation and exposing Jay-Z, with the caption of this post saying, "Damn, they got Jay-Z on the Epstein list. I gotta do a doc on this." And 50 didn't stop there, because then he posted another photo of the headline of this entire situation breaking out, with him just pointing more jokes and fun at Jay-Z.
While the digital court of public opinion was tearing into Jay-Z's legacy, a few industry insiders suddenly emerged to play defense. Their mission? Damage control, attempting to cool the temperature by reminding the public that rumors are not convictions. However, for those who watch the industry closely, this sudden wall of protection felt less like a defense and more like a red flag. Then came the moment that sent the internet into a total meltdown. The Shade Room reportedly posted a bombshell. Jay-Z was allegedly linked to a specific circulating list. But within minutes, the post was scrubbed from the internet. No explanation. No follow-up. Just a digital void. Conspiracy theories instantly ignited across every timeline. Whispers began to circulate that a high-level call was made from the shadows, and that the platform folded under pressure without a second thought.
What's really crazy is that the Shade Room just posted this, and then immediately took it down. It's no longer on their page. I just screenshotted it because I was going through my stuff, and when I went to look at the comments,
the turbulence
it was like unable to load.
As two of the industry's most polarizing figures were swept into the vortex, Lizzo and DJ Academics. Both surfaced to publicly shield Jay-Z, but the internet's reaction was anything but welcoming. Academics unleashed his signature brand of high-volume rhetoric, demanding that the public halt the rush to judgment and stop weaponizing gossip as fact. Meanwhile, Lizzo's defense ignited an immediate firestorm. Her name trended within minutes, not for the substance of her words, but for the perceived irony. Critics were quick to weaponize her own recent legal controversies, dismissing her as a compromised messenger attempting to navigate a storm far larger than her own. In the world of unfolded enigmas, sometimes the defense is just as revealing as the accusation.
One more thing before I go into glam. This Epstein file shit, I have to, it's really frustrating to me because there are 3 million files, right? 3 million documents in the files, because over the course of however long this man has been doing these crimes, every email, every text message, everything, just in general about this man's life, has been put into these files to scan for illegal activities, right? Every text message you sent to somebody. If you stole an apple from Walmart and you were on trial for stealing an apple from Walmart, is every person in your phone an accomplice? Is every person in your phone, is every email you sent to a person or speaking about a person, does that make that person complicit? Does that make that person a bad guy? No. No, it doesn't. And that's the same thing with the Diddy stuff. I told y'all, the media is so smart. They're going to make you so distracted with celebrity names that you're not going to focus on the problem. You think every party that Diddy ever threw was a freak off and people were fucking and slipping and sliding on baby oil? No. That man had birthday parties. That man had Easter gatherings. That man had Super Bowl parties. That man had Christmas parties, Halloween parties, regular parties.
Baby, the internet is saying this could be the moment where things get real ugly for Jay-Z, at least according to the nonstop gossip swirling online. The news just exploded. The Department of Justice dropped over 3 million pages of Jeffrey Epstein files, and the world is officially shook.
Latest tranche of Epstein files from the Department of Justice contains around 3 million documents, thousands of still photographs, and hundreds of hours of video recordings.
Jeffrey Epstein. To the uninitiated, he was merely a man of immense wealth and connection. To those who look closer, he was something far more terrifying. His orbit included the CIA, FBI, and Mossad, a man woven into the fabric of global intelligence. Yet beneath the veneer of high society, he was a predator and a trafficker. And he didn't operate in a vacuum. Ghislaine Maxwell, his right hand, acted as the architect of this dark architecture, allegedly facilitating the trafficking of men, women, and minors to the world's elite. The leverage was blackmail. The files released in early 2026 are staggering. While the DOJ has issued disclaimers regarding sensationalist or fake claims, some specifically regarding Donald Trump, the reality of his presence in Epstein's inner circle remains a permanent stain. But the question that haunts the public remains: where are the handcuffs? Where is the justice for the survivors? While victims' advocates call for life sentences, the official response is often a deafening silence. The details buried in these latest tranches are beyond harrowing. They describe ritualistic abuse and unthinkable violence, claims of physical dismemberment and depravity that defy logic. The shadows reach even further into the political dynasties of the past. One witness account from the files places Bill Clinton in a deeply compromising light, alleging a preference for minors, while Prince Andrew faces renewed scrutiny over allegations of abuse. The digital paper trail even touches the titans of tech. Emails suggest Epstein claimed Bill Gates was entangled in his network, allegedly linked to Russian trafficking victims and clandestine medical treatments. Even Harvey Levin, the powerhouse behind TMZ, is named as a potential legal shield for Epstein. But the most seismic shock to the music world involves Jay-Z and Pusha T. According to a 2019 FBI hotline tip surfaced in the 2026 release, an underage victim allegedly awoke in 1996 to find herself in the presence of Harvey Weinstein and Jay-Z during an assault. Years later, in 2006, she claims she was repeatedly drugged and assaulted, with Pusha T allegedly involved as a handler. When these documents hit the public, the reaction was pure shock. Many found it impossible to reconcile Jay-Z's image with these dark accounts. But skeptics point to 1996, he wasn't a shadow then. He was already a rising force in the hip-hop landscape, dropping reasonable doubt and cementing his place in the industry's inner circles. The Epstein files are more than just paper. They are a window into a world where power, corruption, and the unthinkable collide. And as we dig deeper, the names only get more dangerous.
I met Jay-Z before I moved to this country. Jazzo and Jay-Z were in London living it big time back in like 88. They were in this huge... I'm born and raised in England, and I never saw an apartment that looked like that in England, or a flat.
One thing is certain: Jay-Z was never a mere bystander in the industry's rise. Even in the 90s, he possessed the motion, the calculated connections that signaled a future titan. But was he truly navigating the shadows with Harvey Weinstein as early as 1996, as these anonymous hotline tips suggest? For many, that timeline feels fragile, a bridge too far for a rapper still cementing his foundation. Yet this is where the enigma deepens. As Jay-Z's career ascended, his proximity to Hollywood's most powerful and most controversial figures became undeniable. The Jay-Z playbook is built on a single, ruthless strategy: total alignment with the apex predators of every room he enters, whether it's music, sports, or film. It's how empires are built, but it's also how targets are painted. While the veracity of these anonymous tips remains unproven, the fact that his name surfaced with such sudden, viral force has everyone looking for the why. In a world this high stakes, when names of this magnitude start trending, people stop asking if it's true and start asking, who did he upset? It feels less like random gossip and more like a coordinated message. And the ripple effect didn't stop with him. As Pusha T's name was pulled into the debris, a new, even more volatile force entered the chat, Nicki Minaj.
82% of the jobs. Companies 5 to 500 employees, and all we care about is policy.
I am probably the president's #1 fan. And that's not going to change.
As the Epstein files sent tremors through the industry, Nicki Minaj didn't just react, she pivoted. While she was publicly dissecting the allegations against Jay-Z, she was simultaneously making headlines for a far more unexpected alliance, standing on stage with Donald Trump at the 2026 Treasury Department Summit. The backlash was immediate and deafening. Confused fans and furious critics are all demanding the same answer. What is the queen of rap truly extracting from this alliance? In a world where every political move carries a price tag, the speculation is rampant. After Minaj revealed she was finalizing her citizenship paperwork via Trump Gold Card, the theories went into overdrive. Is this a strategic maneuver to secure legal protection for her husband, Kenneth Petty? Others suggest a deeper, more vengeful play, that Nicki is quietly positioning herself for a total scorched earth campaign against the industry figures she believes have sabotaged her for years. To many, the public praise for Trump feels forced, a jarring political shift. But in the high-stakes theater of Hollywood, these alliances are rarely random. It seems she isn't just playing the game, she's rewriting the rules.